All right, let's look at using a TI-83 or TI-84 to use the TVM Solver, section 2.5 of the ACM homework. TVM stands for time value of money, and it's an easy way to find monthly payments. So here we have a question from the homework. You want to buy a truck listed at $74,400. You make a down payment of $20,000 and finance the rest at 6.9% interest for 6 years. Find the monthly payment. So we'll talk about using the TVM solver in regards to this question. Here is how we get to the TVM solver. If you have an 84, TI-84, you can just hit the apps key and then choose finance. I'm going to do this video with an 83. But once we get to the TVM solver, it will all look the same. Try to avoid a glare. All right. So again, with an 84, there's an apps key. I believe it's up there on the top left. With an 83, we're going to hit second and then X to the negative first, this button right here. So second, X to the negative first, brings up finance. And we hit enter for when TVM solver is highlighted. And so here are the pieces of the TVM solver. And I'll talk about it right here. N is the number of monthly payments. Monthly is kind of starred there because it will often give it to you in terms of years, but we have to know that 6 years, multiply 6 times 12, and that will be our value for N. Zoom out here. And this is what we're going to enter. N is 72 because N is the number of monthly payments. I is the interest rate as a percentage. And so percentage, put a star there because we don't need to move that decimal. And you'll notice that it has that percent right there. So it's telling you that we give the percentage, not the decimal. PV is the principal value, what we owe after the down payment. And this is a key part of using the TVM solver. Think about it in terms of a cash flow. This is money that we owe. So the PV value should always be negative. And then this is the same every time. But just to kind of talk about it briefly. PMT, that's payment. We're trying to calculate the payment, so that should be 0. FV, the future value, that will be 0 because we're paying down this loan. P/Y is payments per year, and that's going to be 12. We need to fill that in. We need to change P/Y to 12. And then once we do that, C/Y will automatically fill in as 12. So again, these are the same every time. Payment and FV are both 0. P/Y and C/Y are both 12. So we use the TVM solver by entering this information. And then we will, you'll see in a second, We will put the cursor on payment and then hit alpha and enter. Don't forget about that alpha, the green button. So, trying to get everything here. For this problem, N will be 72 because it is a 6-year loan. Let me go back up to the problem for a second. It is a 6-year loan with an interest rate of 6.97%. The truck is listed at $74,400, but we make a down payment of $20,000. Let me move the page down. So the down payment was $74,400 minus $20,000. But again, that needs to be a negative. It needs to have a negative sign. If you use the minus sign, you will get an error message. So the PV, principal value, is the cost minus the down payment with a negative sign in front. Interest rate is 6.97%. Again, it is the interest as a percent. Do not move the decimal. N is the number of monthly payments, not yearly payments, but monthly. So these are the things you need to be aware of. Monthly payments, interest as a percentage, PV should be negative. Here we go. 72 payments, interest of 6.97%. PV and PMT PV is negative 54,400. I made that mistake earlier. The truck was not $70,000, but $74,400. So negative 54,400. And now these are both 0. We make that 12, and you'll see as I move the cursor down, fills it in automatically. We want to calculate PMT, the monthly payment. So I move my cursor up to payment, and then I'm going to hit this alpha key and enter. Alpha, enter. And there is our monthly payment of $926.68. Watch your rounding because this is always to the cent, which is your second decimal. So again, from the beginning. In an 83, it's second, x to the negative first, brings up finance. If you have an 84, just hit the finance, hit apps, and then the finance button. We choose TVM Solver, 72 for the number of payments. Interest rate is 6.97%. $74,400 minus $20,000 is $54,400, but we have to put that negative sign there. These will remain 12, I think, unless we change it, and then go up to PMT, alpha, the green button, and enter. So, if you're still watching, number 8 in the Alex homework is different, but this will get you through all of the TVM solvers in section 2.5. So I hope that helps. Let me know if you have any questions.